Thanks for tuning in, and if you're just joining us, you're watching Galaxy Today live from our Lagos studios. And today on the program, we will be discussing artificial insemination vis-a-vis fertility issues in Nigeria. And with us on the program this morning, we have a medical doctor who obviously can shed more light on today's topic. It's a pleasure to have the Chief Executive Officer of Global Holistic Health Center. He's also the past chairman for the Lagos State Traditional Medicine Board. It's a pleasure to have Dr. Bumi Omoshendemi with us on the program. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget you can interact with us on the show as we discuss this very salient topic. On Twitter, our handle is at Galaxy Today Live, and Facebook is www.facebook.com/Galaxy TV. Or much later, I think we might be opening up the phone lines. And of course, the number to call in will be 0802-836-8971. Not now, much later in the show. We'll let you know when. Welcome again, sir.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, doctor. Let's just go straight to the topic itself. But just for clarity and to serve as a bit of a basis, let's try to understand the concept of infertility. When can one say a couple is infertile?
Okay. Thank you very much. The couple becomes infertile. They have unprotected sex for the next for 1 year, and after 1 year and there is no pregnancy, then you can talk about infertility. And the next step you take is to make sure you have the tests done, all the tests, because in fact, for someone to become pregnant, there are a lot of factors involved. You need to have a very good eggs. The uterus must be good. The fallopian tube must be good. The sperm, they must have a quality sperm from the man. And also, there are so many other process going on for the fertility. The person must also have be in proper frame of mind. You understand? Before the person can become fertile. But people over age of 35, if they don't become pregnant within the next 6 months, you have to go and do tests. But for younger people, maybe below age of 30, if they are not pregnant, unprotected sex for over a year, and they are not pregnant, then you can talk about infertility. And one thing is that usually you think it's the woman that is at fault, but the studies have shown that it's 50-50 between the men and the women. And there are some other infertility cases after you have done a lot of tests and you have not finding anything. We call that one idiopathic infertility, which means the infertility cannot be explained. So that is it.
Idiopathic.
Idiopathic, which means you cannot
explain the reason. They are both okay.
They are both
They're
okay.
Just not...
You have done, but you can just you have done all these tests that are supposed to be done, but they are not just okay. So there must be some underlying factors that you cannot explain.
Okay. All right. Now, I'll just like for us to just for you to throw more light on this. In recent times, we've had more reported cases of infertility, and while reading up on this, I found that one of the reasons is because young people are now more career focused than family focused, and people are getting married much more later in life than before. Is this really a genuine reason, you know, for there to be delayed conception?
There are so many causes of infertility, but that is one of the reasons. Because when women especially, when they are passing certain age, in the early 20s, mid 20s, going up to 30, the quality of the eggs will start reducing.
Okay.
So that one can affect. Then in men, we are living in a society now where there's a lot of pollution. There's a lot of change in dietary things we are taking, a lot of acidic food, and a lot of men lifestyle have changed. Even men now, you know, some men wear tight pants, tight underwear, nylon, and so on and so forth. All these things are the contributory factor.
So invariably, men should be careful the kind of underwear
they wear. You understand? You don't need to wear polymers. You have to wear cotton.
Cotton. Okay. And it should be loose.
It should be loose. But the moment it's tight, then you are going to, because there must be a temperature for the sperms to be produced.
Okay.
So you also talked about diet. You talked about the kinds of food they eat. We hear a whole lot of things, even as young people. You know, they'll tell you sometimes when you're susceptible, when you take things that have a lot of sugar content and all of that, they are not. I wouldn't hear of